Hey, what's up, guys? Saturday's upon us once again. Welcome back. Hopefully, I have my mic on. I've got I got some art here that I was working on a little bit earlier. We gotta have our group Christmas card ready so that everyone can download it in this digital world that we live in. So hope everybody's doing all right. I don't know if that little music in the background is too loud or not, but I guess you guys will let me know because I trust you to do that for me. All right, let me see here. Just making sure that all my settings are correct and all that good stuff. All right, I got this, I got this, I got this. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, what is up, everybody? Let's see who's in the room with us. Some person, what's up going on, man? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome, awesome. Have no idea where my sound levels are at. You guys will be my IT department tonight. Very cool. Glad you're saying hello. Kevin, what's up, dude? And salutations. Glad you're hanging out with us, dude. That's awesome. Let's see why so I hear Cyberwings is complaining about their citadel being so cold. I think someone isn't keeping up on maintenance. Perhaps they need to travel to warmer climates. I like where you're going. Let me see. That's the problem. I couldn't hear myself. You know, a lot of times I hate wearing headphones when I'm actually drawing. I could sort of hear myself now, so I think my sound is okay now. Let's see. Kevin says that's warming me up. That's good. That's a good sign. Things are looking a titty bit nipply for Nira. Maybe Mercy making merry too. Yes. It's just us tonight. I'm telling you, man. So someone here is gonna win something. Damn straight. Your odds are astronomical tonight. Ken, what's up, dude? Ken says, sorry, I can't join due to an Xmas party, but everyone have a great night. Dude, have a good night, dude. I'm glad you popped in for a second just to give us a quick hello and let us know what you're up to, man. That's good. Awesome, awesome. The inner circle has been spoken for. We got Kevin in the room. We got Ken going to a party. All good, dude. Hey, be safe. Have a good time. Have a drink for us, man. Have a drink for us. Let's see, another party. I am not surprised. Yeah, it could be just us tonight, dude. Just hanging out. Well, you know what? I'll ink this a little bit more then. Maybe I'll work on your. If it's just going to be the two of us, I'll work on the grotto. I could break out. I could break out some of the art from the grotto. We'll work on that tonight. But you might have some ideas. We might have a sketch or two going on. We'll see what happens. See what's happening. I actually don't. I have no idea if you can hear that little Christmas music in the background. I'm just playing it off my phone off the other side of my desk. I'm assuming. Well, okay, I'm playing it off of YouTube from a channel that says it's license free music. Enjoy your license free music. So I don't know if I don't know if YouTube's gonna hit me with a copyright strike or not. I guess we'll find out. Here, I think I could take off my headphones for a bit. This works. I don't think I need to have my headphones on because I got the music playing off of the phone over here. So this is a piece that Maurice actually won. Was it last week? It was the week before last week. So the idea is that we're going to have this all inked up this week so that we have a legit Christmas card for everybody to download on the old secret Patreon page. Now, for anybody watching this a little bit later, the secret Patreon page, the Safe for Work version of this will be a public post. So even if you're not a member of the Patreon page, you can still download it. Totally cool. And then of course, the not safe for work version of it will be behind the dreaded paywall. But you know what? But without the paywall, we don't have a studio. So without your lovely support, we can't afford to keep on making drawings. So it's looking pretty good so far. Let me pump some ink into the front of this here pen. I'll get some branches on this here Christmas tree. Actually, you know what? Let me get the. Nah, I'll do it with this. But you know what? It's gonna be hit or miss this month. I think with people watching, because I think people are gonna have things to do on the weekends or parties or dinners to go to. Who knows? There's more get-togethers and things like that happening on the old December. I will give you a scoop. A Bill Moss Art scoop. Nobody knows yet. But I got a couple of boxes in the mail. We've got Zen Bounty Wars #2 to fulfill. So and I got a couple of boxes from the printer today, and I believe that those are the books. So I'm very excited about setting that up for fulfillment. I might be actually mailing boxes out for Christmas. I don't know if they'll get to people on time for Christmas, but I'll be mailing them out for Christmas. Let's see. Kevin says, work on naughty things. Yes. I always think of ways to get Cyber Angels wet and glistening. Time for a shower session. Like I hear little bits of music here and there. Yeah, I think. I don't know if the mic is really picking it up too much. I got my phone hanging on a thing here with YouTube playing, so it was better than. I'd rather hear little bits and pieces of that playing in the background than the 2 or 3 generic bits of music that StreamYard comes with. Because it loops. It's not long music that they have on StreamYard, and it loops, and then pretty soon it sounds like it drills into your head. Let's see. Oh, I like the physical cards. It's nice to get one hands-on near it. Yeah, this year has been a ball buster. But I tell you what, though, next year we're gonna have physical cards again. Definitely for the inner circle. There's gonna be physical cards. I basically think of them as inner studio cards. But I think I'll make a way for maybe like a limited amount of cards that I might be able to send out to everybody. I think that would be really cool. Well, we're gonna plan a little bit better next year ahead of time, so that way we can actually do a couple of special things for December. I think that would be fun. 2026 is going to be a good year for us. I think we're going to eat well, my friends. We're going to have a lot of fun. Kevin says, I got my lady Darth yesterday. Ah, cool. You made her look so good and bad at the same time. I'm glad you liked it. And I'm glad they're shipping out. They've got a lot of books going on at Divinity, which is really, really cool. I'm watching them grow. I'm watching them grow as a company, and they're hitting the ground running. I'm telling you. Maurice, what's up, dude? Maurice says, hello, everyone. Love the picture. Thanks, dude. I'm hoping to have it inked this week so I can put some colors on her. I want to make sure that we get her up and posted so that everyone can download a high res of this image. And I got a second little surprise Christmas image too that I'll upload for everybody. So that'll be a lot of fun. But this is our official The Weekly Mouse Club Corrupt Christmas card. So I am glad you like how it's coming out, dude. Kevin says, oh no, a competitor for my auction win tonight. Boo! I know, it was just me and Kevin for a while. But I'm glad you have joined us, my friend. It's all good. All good. Brain Shatterer. I like that name. That's cool. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, dude. That's awesome. It says, good evening, Bill. Good evening to yourself, good sir. Glad you're hanging out with us tonight for a little bit. Maurice says, funny guy. Kevin says, what? Who are these strange people popping up? Oh, no. Let's see. Some person says, perhaps they're on a mission in a steaming jungle with G.I. Joe. Yeah, there is a G.I. Joe piece coming for Kevin here in about a minute. We got some good plans for that. Yo ho! And a bottle of rum. Oh, that's a different theme. That's a whole different thing. Ah, you read my mind. That made me sound like a pirate. We do love surprises. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, I'm gonna put just a few more lines of ink on our group Christmas card here. I wish I could have signed in a little earlier. I could have had this a little further along. But lots of things going on, which is good. It keeps us alive, keeps us going. We'll see what kind of Christmassy ideas you have for me tonight. There we go. I just want to put a little bit more in here before we turned her over. We got a lot of Supergirl in my brain right now because of that trailer that just came out. I don't know what you got. I really don't know what to think of the new Supergirl movie just yet. I do love the idea of seeing Jason Momoa as Lobo. That's what should have happened in the first place. But we shall see. We shall see. I have opinions, but I'm reserving judgment. All right, we got a little bit of line work on here. Let's see. Let me grab a pencil. Where's my eraser? There it is. I'm losing stuff. It's right on my desk. All right, I got a nice clean sheet of paper. let me catch up with you guys in the chat and see what you got going on here before we get to sketching tonight. See, Kevin says, I wonder if Cyber Angels could teach them to actually hit something with their laser pistols, right? Brain Shatterer says, oh, Kirsten, dude, that's awesome, man. See, now I have to remember that Brain Shatterer is you. That's cool. That's cool. That's the same thing with Kevin. Like Kevin, he wasn't actually popping up as at Mystery Box for like the longest time. Oh, Kirsten, you'll like this, dude. It's like this is there when we were talking about this piece when we were coming up with the ideas for it. You see there? To Chet, love ENX. That's ENX is a character that's in the books because Chet made it so. So we'll be honoring our good friend Chet over the holidays. We actually have my friends and I here in Virginia. We're actually going to go to when he would come out for. There's a local show here, Tidewater Comic Con, and Chet would come out for that show, and he would hang out here with me and my circle of friends that I have here, my cousin Keith and all of my friends that I have here, and we would go to Texas Roadhouse where he would absolutely destroy the record of largest steak ever eaten at a restaurant. So he holds the record at this particular freaking steakhouse. So I think it's the 21st. Yeah, in a week. We're all gonna have a dinner. We'll take some pictures. I'll post some things. But yeah, we're gonna toast the big guy and have a little holiday chat time. Let me read the rest of your thing. You said this is Kirsten, and I just went off. I'm just like, oh no, it's Kirsten. Let's see, what? You don't recognize the VW thing you once drew? Oh, dude, that's right. That it's really tiny on my screen, but I see the VW thing. Yeah, hell yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight, dude. That's good. That's awesome. I hope you come. I hope you keep on coming out, man. That'd be really cool. We like to hang out every Saturday that we can. Some Saturdays I miss here and there, but schedules and whatnot. Let's see. Some person says Baroness and Scarlet in a tussle. All right, we're starting to throw out some ideas here and there. Let's see what we got. Kevin says you drew the thing. Well, a VW the thing. Kirsten says I want to get it on a shirt. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, dude, if you get it printed up on a shirt or something like that, make sure you take a picture. I'd love to see that. I might break out my airbrush again. Maybe I can airbrush it. I airbrush it on a shirt. That'd be fun. I haven't airbrushed a t-shirt in a long time. As he says, my wife was on Pimp My Ride. Bill drew it lifting up many years ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago, dude. That was a while back. I see Kevin says, only Scarlet and Baroness. Oh no, some Lady J is needed too. Some person says, how is Kat doing? Kat's doing good. She's doing good. She's been multitasking lately. She's fitting in some college classes and courses. She wanted to take some college courses, kind of flesh out her week. So she finished up some of those class things this past week. And as far as work goes, she's got another graphic novel coming up that she's got to color. I'm trying to remember. It's like I want to say it's a 120 page thing. It might be a 90 page thing. I say thing only because like I'm not allowed to really talk about the title of the book and stuff like that until it comes out. So different companies have different rules about stuff like that. Their marketing and stuff like that. So, but she's doing good. She's getting back to work and getting busy, and we finally got ourselves kind of looking forward to December and the holidays, and so it's we had a really rough November. We lost our buddy, and but now our brains are in the right place now, where it's just like he'd be angry if we slowed down. So we need to make sure we get back on track and get ourselves busy again. Yes, Kevin says, wait, reread that. It sounds wrong. Your wife was on Pimp My Ride. YouTube messed something up. Oh no. Yeah, Kirsten says nice. Yeah, rest in peace, Jet. Absolutely, dude. He's our bro. He's a reason. He's been my silent partner now for wow, 15 years, something like that. Like he's been a big part of the studio, and it's like he's definitely gonna be missed. Still a bit shocking. Still, part of me like doesn't kind of doesn't accept that it's a thing. Life is life. Oof. Ah, he said he'd love that. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Hey, Christopher Bouchard, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome. Hello, Bill and chat. Big hello right back to you, dude. Kirsten says Sasquatches can eat for sure. Oh, dude. Yeah, he put he put that Texas Roadhouse out of business. He ate like half the cow. Paul, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Paul says, "Hey all, sorry I'm late. Was watching John Cena's last match. Oh, all good. That's easily forgivable. We like John Cena. That's good. Excellent. Let's see. Kirsten says, I recall subbing to you a long time ago, but it wiped me off for some reason. Damn you, YouTube. That's happened to me on more than one occasion. I don't know about people that have subscribed to me, but I know things that I've subscribed to, like on YouTube and on Facebook. I don't think I remember anything happening like that on Instagram, but it's like for some reason, like I'll see a post from somebody and I'm like, I know I was subscribed to this person. Why am I like they're automatically unsubscribing you from a thing or whatever? It's I don't know if it's an algorithm thing. I don't know if it's a glitch. Somebody in a warehouse pulling punches. Let's see. Kevin says, really? His last match or just marketing? Paul says, it's wrestling. So, yes, you could say just marketing. Yeah, wrestling is fun, though. Wrestling is cool. Let's see. Kevin says, of course it is. It's all about making that money. No, it's about making me happy. Damn right. I was like really into wrestling. Like my stage of wrestling was back when like Ric Flair was a much younger guy. When Ric Flair was in his prime, you had Ric Flair, you had Ricky Steamboat, you had Dusty Rhodes, all them guys, man. That was my group back there, back in the day. Let's see, it's not like the breast of times with the sexy girls showing off. Damn it! Now I'm thinking of Cyber Angels in a wrestling match. I know we got some general possibilities of things here. All right, we're gonna put our Christmas card away for the moment. Put it on Maurice's shelf here. Make sure we keep that safe. Yeah, I'll be finishing the inks on that in the next couple of days. That way we can get some color on there. I definitely want to post. I definitely want to post the finished Christmas card up on the thing here pretty soon. All right, so a little pencil. Got an eraser. The idea of Cyber Angels in a wrestling match, for some reason, is grabbing me. Kevin says, Prime Ric Flair, you just aged yourself. I know, big time. Oh my God, right? Paul says, oh, Cena tribute, for sure. Maybe Scribe gladly. Oh, yeah, tapping Tanira. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Jeez, that might be a fun piece, dude. Let me get let me get a reference for John Cena, so that way I'm not a portrait guy, but at least we'll be able to recognize hopefully that it's him. That would be kind of cool. I like that idea. That's a cool idea. Let me pop him up into my screen real quick. Let's see here. I'll make sure not to. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should have him in his partially in his peacemaker and get up. That would be funny. Peacemaker versus Nira and Scribe. All right, let me get some pictures up on my screen. Let me find a picture I can grab onto that might look like him better. I think I could work with this one. We shall see. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot. Do you think I should have him with a baseball cap on? Yeah, probably not. Taking a good look at his face. Let me see here. There we go. It'll be my comic book version of John Cena. I'm skipping ahead on this song a little bit because it's like putting me to sleep. I gotta find some other licensed Christmas music here. There you go. Yeah, at least that sounds like it's more awake. Here we go. Sounds like some Charlie Brown. I did not think I was going to be trying to draw John Cena tonight. If I can get some of the features of his face all right, I think we'll be in business. I'll have his hand up doing the John Cena thing. Like, you can't see me. See, I'll try to get his face features down, and I'll come back to the chat. I'll catch up with you guys. I don't want to fall too far behind. Let me find a different picture of this guy. Did not think we'd be drawing a wrestling match tonight. This could be good, though. All right, you got me quiet just because you got me concentrating now, trying to figure out some shapes here. I think we're doing all right. I think this will be fun. I'm drawing him a little bit bigger than he normally is, but he's kind of a big guy anyway. Maybe he's tagging Nira in because he's getting killed here. Poor scribe. All right, usually has an armband thing right here. All right, let's take a small break from that. Let me catch up in the chat with you guys for a little bit. Oh my God, I got to scroll all the way up. I was gone for a long time. Eric Boyd Art. How you doing, dude? Hello, right back to you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Awesome. Very cool. Maurice says, DM'd you there, Bill. Oh man, I've got like 3 screens open on my phone. I can't see DMs right now. Let me see. I'm pressing too many buttons as it is. Let me see. I can add another screen on here. I don't know if I'm signed in. All right, let me check. You got me wandering off the path here. And my computer is going to start running slow because I got too many windows open. Just a moment. We'll see what happens here. Let's see. Reboot that page. Make sure it doesn't mess up the StreamYard. If I disappear for some reason, it's because I was trying to open 3 windows. Oh, okay. Yeah. No problem. I just saw your message. Yeah, there's going to be just an inked version of the image too. So yeah, no problems. No problems there. Yep. Let's see. Kevin says, I thought I heard Bill's phone going off. Yeah, it was dinging in the background, but it's like I've got reference up, and then I got the Christmas music playing, and then I'm afraid to push the Mac Mini too hard when I'm streaming. So I try to keep just the one window open. And some person says could be 80s era of wrestling, all the characters they had. Yep. Paul says just put Nira in the hat. Kevin says wrestling cyber angels grabbing you and each other. Clothes getting torn off. Whistles innocently. Maurice says, what, no Die Hard Nira? Oh, dude. Okay, I'm jotting that down. That could be a second piece for sure. Of course, the thing that I'm thinking of is her crawling through the air vent. I'm gonna have her crawling through the air vent. That'll be an awesome Christmas piece. Yeah, come out to the coast, have a few laughs. I jotted it down. That's gonna be the second piece, assuming that we make it there. So let's. I put a pin in it. I put a pin in it. Let's see. Paul says, "Oh, I said on Facebook, but totally over the moon with my card pack things in there. Didn't expect and think I never knew Oh, dude, yeah, no, yeah. The you got the loot box. That's right. That's right. Oh, I hope you post some pictures of the loot box, of the stuff that you got inside the loot box. I definitely would like to share them on my Facebook page and stuff like that. I want people to see what stuff you're getting. That would be awesome. Super happy you like it, dude. Let's see. Maury says, "Oh, and and the quarterback is toast." One of my favorite lines of all cinema ever. Kevin says, "That's next week, closer to Hans Gruber taking his swan dive." Yeah, you make a good point. You do make a good point. Let's see. Some person says, "Here's a reminder of all the wrestlers." Oh, okay. You got a cool link there. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. That's good. WWF wrestlers, the land of 1,000 dances. Kevin says, let's see here. I heard that I heard it in that guy's voice too. I know, right? Very cool. Some person saying hello. Paul says, yippee-ki-yay, cyber motherfuckers. I couldn't help myself. Kevin says, oh, Paul, do tell and do share. Paul says, I got a Bill Mouse Poison Ivy sketch card from Bombshells. Ah, excellent. I was wondering who was going to get that. I had I think I had 6 different AP cards from the Bombshells set, and I was wondering who was going to get one. That's cool. Yeah, it's exciting for me to know who got what too, because the boxes themselves are shrink wrapped, so they're sealed up. So I don't know what's I don't know what's inside of them anymore. And then I fill up the orange bag, and then the orange bag goes in a box, and I throw some extra things in a box. So becomes a nice little surprise of things. Kevin says, why can't I help but see Nira in a wife beater now? Yes, that's her diehard look. It was the only thing she could find as soon as she got out of the shower. And her cyber skin isn't working for some odd reason. Cool, very cool. Christopher saying hello. Very cool. Maurice says hello. Very cool. Let's see. Mala dropping from above, fully breasted. I probably spelled that name wrong. It's okay. We don't get on spelling here. Kevin says, I see that face and I had an image of Max Headroom come to mind. I wonder what would happen if Scribe and Max got into a conversation. That would be interesting. Maurice says, I'm so excited to try and print a Nira because I got a resin 3D printer. My PLA 3D printer would not do it justice. I'm excited to see how it comes out, dude, for sure. Malka, of course. Maurice says, just needs the shades. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I could draw with the shades. I could put some different aviators on it. When does John Cena have shades on? You know what I really wanted to do is put the helmet on him. Some person says, yes, Malka. Lucky fella. He's got a future so bright, he's got to wear shades. Cena is hulking out, puny wrestler. I do kind of want to put the helmet on him. I think I might. I think I might actually put the helmet on him. Put one of his Peacemaker helmets, and then keep the rest of them in like wrestling mode. So he's got the armband. He's got like the wristbands. He's probably wearing like the long shorts. Paul says, and three other sketch cards and double Zen double signed card plus other cool stuff. I may need to buy another box. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. I'm super happy that the boxes have been selling. It's like I'm really really happy, and then everything that I've heard from people so far is that they're happy with what they're getting, and that makes me feel really good. So I try to stuff them as best I could. Kevin says, "Buy at your own risk." I tell you, man. Maurice says, "Worry about it later." Then I got you. I got you. Some person says Mercy could be uselessly trying to pull Cena's leg out from underneath him. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we could fit in around John Cena. And let me get. I'm gonna find out. Let me see here. I'm gonna get a reference real quick for Peacemaker's helmet. I'll probably do a custom helmet just for us. Yeah, this is a good enough reference. This is pretty good. I can go with this one. Oh, I didn't know I could swipe that screen down. Oh, that's so much nicer. I know that made no sense to you guys because you can't see my phone, but I was able to get my screen out of my way so I could see my reference all the way around, which made me way happier. Yeah, this will be way funnier if he's wearing a helmet, and it'll look more like him. There we go. We're gonna get a custom cool Peacemaker helmet. So we're getting John Cena and Peacemaker in the same piece. Damn, I might have to draw the eagle in the background. We're gonna find out if I gotta actually draw this eagle back here. I can leave some parts loose. That way we can get to the meat of the idea behind this piece. I hear the saxophone in the background. I'm just like I thought I was on episode of Saturday Night Live. All right. I'm thinking about his pose, but I'm also thinking about how some other characters might fit in around him. So that's why I got quiet there for a minute. Kind of. I know we got to fit in at least two more characters in here. Let's see. Let me point this down just a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, let me see where you guys are at real quick. Hey, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. That's very cool. Cena's gonna kill Mercy. That is a distinct possibility. Cena might have the edge here. All right, so we know that Scribe has just tapped out. Or maybe he's trying to tap out, but he's in the process of dying. Let's see. Well, let's have Scribe over here. I think we're gonna have Scribe over here getting his back broken. All right, so let's figure out how he's gonna go. All right, let me check something real quick. Oh, okay. Still a little bit of. Poor Scribe. Let's see. Let me tighten up his face a little bit. Let's see. I'm trying to. I gotta figure out how his body is getting twisted around. Scribe is always getting hurt for our benefit. You ever notice that? Let's see. We're gonna have him reaching back for help. like, please, someone tag me in. Please, someone tag me in. Get fucking killed out here. This is not good. Scribe getting bent in half. Not really sure if this is his butt. It might be his butt. Luckily, he's not naked. But he is getting pummeled. This will be fun to ink. Actually, you know what? A little bit more of a pathetic scream coming out of poor Scribe. I'll tighten a lot of this up when I get into the inks. Oh, Mr. Scribe. He might be getting his arm broken. I'm not really sure what's happening to him. Let's see, Kevin says, I hear Mercy saying to herself, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Yeah, I think Mercy's probably going to be down here somewhere. Maybe she's. Yeah, I think she's going to be getting destroyed down here. Why is this John Cena destroying the Cyber Angel world? All right, let's see where we are here. Maybe, his hand is already right here. All right, I sort of have an idea. This is like sculpting, trying to figure out where all the pieces are going to go. But we're going to get it. We're figuring it out. I think we got ourselves a mercy leg. Is that a mercy leg? I think that's a mercy leg with a mercy foot. We're gonna figure out how Mercy's the rest of her fits in here. we've committed to putting her leg here, so now where does the rest of her go? Behind John Cena's leg, in front of his leg. Let's see if it goes up to here. Ooh, the top of her head actually comes up to about. This actually works out pretty good. I mean, she is getting killed, but she fits in this spot. For Christmas, let's destroy your world. I don't think I don't think Mercy thought she was going to go up against John Cena. I think that's part of the problem. I think she was unprepared. All right, we're sort of figuring her out here. Ah, poor Mercy. Mercy, mercy me. All right, she's gonna be wearing thigh highs today. Today it's thigh highs. Might I'll get the little pattern on her legs here from her boots. All right, let's get her signature bangs over here. All right, we're sort of getting her figured out. We're getting her figured out. I mean, she is dying, but it's all for a worthy cause. Okay, I'll turn her like this. I'm pretty sure she has pants on or something on. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Some person says the mask works. It looks like he's going lucha libre. You know what? I'm glad. That's good. That's good. I was hoping because I really wanted to put the mask on there. Cool, cool. All right, we got a good beginning. This is going to be a good piece, dude. Kevin says now I'm seeing Ram Man from He Man. Yeah, I totally see that now. Hey, it's live from Virginia Beach. It's Saturday Night Draw. We're gonna change the name for next year. Just have a bunch of saxophone music with your guests. Kevin says two characters around him. Sable needs to be one of them. Ooh, Sable. Some person says Scribe could be in a very painful position. Yeah, I think he's arching his back in a way he doesn't want to. He is not liking where he is at. Kevin says, so Scribe, I call this the packing the suitcase. Trust me, you're gonna fit in the smallest of places when I'm done with you. Who negotiated Scribe's contract? it was not actually, you know what? It might have been Scribe himself. He's not. He's such a smart guy, but he's not such a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? Kevin says people are always getting hurt for our entertainment. Think of the Three Stooges. Some person says Scribe. No, I'm fragile. Crack, crack. Scribe is Mr. Glass? I hear an unending stream of mofos coming from his mouth. He's not naked, but he's shitting himself. Out comes the spanking paddle, right? She's getting destroyed down there. Points. Let's see. I'm thinking that was intentional. But Bill tends to say things unknowingly all the time. Some person saying hello. Very, very cool. Kevin says, points at Cena's crotch with one hand, and with the other, I hold my pointer finger. Hey, that's Malka's leg. Mercy is riding on his back. What? The Rock is taking bets on who wins this. Yes, he is. ENX is happy to make a bid on this. Oh, I'm sure ENX would love to see all of them suffering like this. All the angels on Cena, various states of torn off tights. I like it. I like it. Mercy seems the brave sort. Her arms are wrapping around Cena's leg, holding on for dear life. Pants, only a thong in the ring for the ladies. This is true. You got to stick with tradition. Paul says, pretty sure she has pants on. Now, that's a quote. I'm going to make that into one of my bumper stickers. This is a very stream of consciousness show, so I wear my thoughts and emotions on my sleeve. I know what's really happening. John Cena is starting a new career as a massage therapist. All right, let's find out where things are headed here. All right, we got this, we got this, we got this. Okay, now I got his hand here. I'm probably gonna have cool surprise hatching and stuff over here for her. I recently purchased the most popular glucose meter online and decided to test it with you. If you have diabetes or know anyone dealing with it, you understand how annoying. I got this for here. The Glucomax changes everything. It's a needle-free glucose meter boasting 99.9% accuracy. And maybe, yeah, I like the idea of her grabbing his leg somehow. I love that there's an ad right in the middle of Christmas music. How dare you? All right. All right, let's see if you're holding your hand this way. And she's like this. First finger's down. Okay, so pinky's up here. Got it. All right, so she's grabbing his leg. It's too bad her face wasn't sticking out more. I would have had her like biting his knee or something, trying to defend herself. Oop. Let's see. Let's put it on this here. There you go. This maybe, yeah, I think so. And I've got the shadow of her leg coming over here. There we go. That way we got our other leg going somewhere. All right, Scribe's getting destroyed over here. She's getting destroyed over here. I'll have some shading here so that he's screaming for his life. All right, so Nira is on the ropes up here. Okay, I got you. All right. I think we got Nira's got to be up on the ropes over here because she's trying to tag Scribe so she can get in on this fight. The Scribe is learning the hard way. How the body is supposed to bend. Keith knows best. Let's see, Kevin says, Mean Gene Okerlund has to be in the back announcing the match. All of this pain over a girl. I know, right? Let's see. Some person says Mercy could also be biting his leg. I was thinking about that. If I can just move, actually, you know what? I think I can. There's enough room here for me to move that over just a little bit. I can move it a little bit so that she's biting his leg. Let's try and work this out. We're gonna work this out. We were thinking with the same brain cell. Let's see, I want it to be like this. There we go. We got you. We got this. Just enough room to pull this off. There's going to be a lot of cleanup when I go to ink this. It'll be worth it, though. It's going to be worth it. Yeah, she's totally biting his leg. Like, get the hell off me. Love it. Kevin says, a weird thing is that kind of looks like Cat down there. No, it's Mercy. Cat has her own character. Some person says hive mind. I know, right? Cat would obliterate her opponents with the energy she's got. That's right, damn it. Is Mercy dating one of these guys? Fatang, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome. Saying hello. Very cool. Maurice says, is Scribe looking for a little mercy? Oh, Scribe is looking for all the mercy. Oh my gosh, Scribe is getting bent backwards. Ass up. Fatang says, is that Peacemaker? Yes. We've got Peacemaker Cena fighting Mercy, breaking Scribe's back. Scribe is reaching back because he's trying to tag Nira. So now we got to put Nero over here on the ropes, trying to reach him. So let's get Nero over here. Nero's like, I'll try to help you. Nero's gonna try to be the good guy here and try to help Scribe out before he dies or becomes paralyzed. She's like, tag me already, damn it. Stretch. I am stretching. Just not in the direction I want to stretch. right, she's yelling. Right, let me see if I can. I gotta get her leaning up on the ropes here. All right. Gotta get her grabbing one of the ropes. And she's trying to stretch over. She's trying to freaking do scribe a solid here. It's like, dude, reach over so I can get to you. Mira's always trying to help. All right, getting closer. Getting closer. I got to get at least one rope drawn in here before I turn around. Get the rope over here. Try and get it into a turnbuckle over here. That way you get a little idea of like where the ring is at. All right, getting closer to a thing. He's grabbing a rope. He's trying to reach Scribe before he dies. Some person says Mercy's going to climb the mountain. Very cool. Saying hello. Let's see. Maury says maybe Nira is holding the folding chair on the top rung. Oh, that's. Nah, she's reaching. She's grabbing the ropes. Maybe somebody else is grabbing a chair, though. I feel like there has to be a chair in here somewhere, right? All right, let me figure out where Nira's hair is going to begin and end. Her and her big hair. I'll make her outfit a little skimpier than usual since we're in a wrestling ring. Ooh, I can give her knee pads. Cool, I like that idea. I'll give her some little wrist guardy things. But you're right though. Like somebody needs to be holding a chair. There's the other turnbuckle there. Maybe she's stepping through the ropes a little bit. Who is holding the chair? Somebody's gonna be coming in with a chair. This is looking all right, dude. Kevin says, "Well, that's proof there that you nailed the peacemaker look. If someone came in late and recognized the look." Amen, brother. Fatang says, on a completely random note, I just watched Scrooged for the first time in my life. Are you talking about Scrooged with Bill Murray? Because I rather enjoyed that one. I dug that one. I hope that's the one you saw. He's got the right amount of life sarcasm for me. Some person says Malka could be screw the rules and strikes with a steel chair. Yeah, Malka could be back there with a steel chair. That's true. Even though Ken's off on a party, he's having a party somewhere. Marie says a chair held above her head. Malka would be the better choice. You know what? We're voting on Malka. I think it's going to be Malka. I think Malka's going to have the chair. I like where you guys are at. All right, let's figure out how Malka is going to be holding this huge chair. She's definitely going to come in with a little bit of energy. All right, let's get a little angle here. She's going to be angry. Okay, just making sure I know where her hair is going to be flipping off into space. She's strong. She might be holding this chair with one hand. We're going to find out here in a minute. Sweet. Yep, you guys inspired me in the right direction. Is good. I like where you guys' heads are at. This is getting serious. Beautimus. Dude, there's so much happening in this piece. Some person says could also be someone's legs wrapped around his neck. That's a possibility. Let's see. Just tell Cena to stop playing with his food. Right? Maurice says, "There we go. I see a little tiny flying in with the chair. That would actually that's kind of a cool idea. I do like the little tiny idea too." All right, that's going to be like that. Off that buckle. Like flying off the buckle. Like, whoa. Kevin says, did you sing at the end? Are you one of the real men?" No, I didn't. Not at the end of that movie. Are you kidding me? Nah, man. I'm too good for that. I don't cry at movies. I swear. Some person says, and so be good for goodness sake. Patang says, yeah, the one with Bill Murray. I was laughing at the fairy lady constantly hitting him. Yeah, she was beating the shit out of him. Yeah, I thought it was super funny. It was a good movie. You know, I might have to show it to Kat. I don't think Kat's seen that. I don't think Kat's seen that movie. Some person says maybe ENX in the audience, mooning Nira, jeering her. Maurice says, is Malka going for the China look? Could be. A little bit. Kevin says, in a video shot backstage before the match, Scribe and Cena conspire. Trust me. Let yourself get a little hurt, and the ladies will pamper you and swaddle you with love for weeks. The betrayals. Yeah, dude, this became a much busier piece than I thought possible. Oh, jeez, nice. Yeah, this piece is done, man. This piece has got all the goods. I got a little border going on. Got the chair. I'm probably gonna throw in some more just stuff flying. So I'll just give myself some notes. Yeah, I think that's about as far as I can go with this. All right, this was good times. This was good times. Let's see, I'll put it sideways so you can kind of see all of it. Maurice says, need the solid gold dancers with the machine guns, and that's Scrooge production. Maurice says cage match. You say cage match, and the first thing I think about is Tommy McGuire and Spider Man. Buzzsaw, Bonesaw is ready. I miss you, Bonesaw. Well, you know what? Since the second piece that we sort of had that the idea came through was a Nira X Die Hard homage. So we only have 30 minutes left, so I think a single character piece would be the way to go. But if I draw Nira from the front, I mean, you're just going to get her face, her shoulders, and her boobs. We could do something funny where I'm like, you got her sideways. inside the air duct. So that way it will be a little bit more funny. A little funny maybe. All right. Let's follow our instincts. Neura X in an air duct. Die Hard style. We got a half hour, so I will concentrate. I'm putting in not so much Hans Gruber, just a little bit of air duct action. Mira's probably got an over it look on her face. She's trapped in a freaking air duct. I definitely have to have her holding the lighter. But I have an idea to make it a little bit more fun, at least. So I'm going to trust the paper. I'm going to have to fix that nose already. Give Nira a nose job. Actually, no, it's doing it. I think it's okay. We'll figure this out as we go. I don't know if she'd be smiling. She's kind of like, she's trapped in an air duct. She's not going to be smiling. Yeah, there you go. All right. Poor girl is trapped in an air duct. Yeah, I'm not doing the straightforward shot like the John McClane, like the famous angle shot. But I think you'll like what I'm cooking. I think you'll like what The Rock is cooking. Hopefully, you will think this is cool. Is this a song I fast forwarded through before? You know, let's hit this other one. Some of these Christmas songs are quite sleepy. You can have a peppier song. All right, let me just get this little part here, and I'll jump over to the chat. That way I'm not falling too far behind on you guys. Gosh, I don't have my lighter with me. Like this, like this. That's enough of a reference for the lighter that it will work. And she definitely has to be wearing the wife beater because she wouldn't be John McClane unless she was wearing the wife beater t-shirt. So, but we are going to have some fun with this air duct. We'll give it an extra twist and turn that was not in the movie. All right, let me make sure I haven't fallen too far behind. Oh, I'm doing okay. All right, we're good. We're good. Maurice says, save it for next week then. Right. Kevin says, Nira getting stuck in the air duct because of boobs. What was someone saying about these things being filled with hot air? I didn't think they meant me. Let's see, Maurice says, trying to move through those ducts with PFDs is hard work for Nira. The shaft is just big enough for her to squeeze her butt through, barely. Fatang says, it looks like a Die Hard scene. Yeah. Yeah, we're sort of taking a three-quarter view approach to this scene. Oh, we'll have one of the things from the wife beater kind of like coming off the side a little bit. Yes. All right, so we got the lighter. There's gonna be a lot of shading in this one, so because whatever's outside of where she's at in the air duct is gonna be black. So this piece is gonna be really cool looking. All right, got this here. Got a little bit of. Gonna have some little drop shadow underneath her. Make sure I give some room for her arm here. Yeah, as much as I don't want to cover that up, it wouldn't look right with her arm underneath it, just because of the weird angle. All right. Hopefully, this is where we can have some fun with the air duct. All right, let me make sure that this is working right. I think so. Might have to do some fixing. This is why she gets stuck in the air duct. Getting where we're going. Poor Nira. Some person. She's going to have to grease up. Confined to that chef, she'd be very sweaty. Ah, this is very true. Have to make sure that we have the correct amount of sweat, as it were. Nice. Let's see. Nira, sarcasm. Come to the party. You'll have a great time. Nira's got swollen from something mysterious. I know, right? Yeah, I might have to fine tune the general swollenness of her swollenness, and probably have to fine tune the little arch in her back here, so it doesn't look like she's literally breaking her back. But I will fine tune those things in the inking process. I'll fine tune them a little bit. But this is what the paper said is happening. Kevin says, I think maybe the duct was too small, and well, damn, it didn't cause her pants to get torn off. I like the way you think. Some person says, one fully greased up Nira coming right up. I think Nira and Ripley would get along just fine looking like this, just as long as there are no aliens in the ducks. Christopher says, artwork looking fantastic, buddy. Oh, thanks, dude. I'm glad you're still here, man. I'm glad you're hanging out. I didn't see you in the chat for a little bit. I'm glad you like the artwork, though. That's awesome. Let's see. Kevin says, why do I see Nira wearing more of a thong? She's a lady of the 90s, after all. You know what? I'll probably tighten that up a little bit. You know what? If somebody would like the bid on this piece when we start bidding, you can decide whether or not it's going to be a thong. Her swole and curve is fine in my eyes. I saw worse from Liefeld. It's possible there are models with extra long torsos. I know. I've seen them. I have seen those peoples. Maybe a little bit of Christmas lights. Oh, it is Christmas time. Maybe having some Christmas lights somewhere might be a good idea. But she's in the air ducts. Where would they go? Where would they be? Where would they be? Let's see. This will be solid black up here. But, you know, what if... What if... Well, first of all, I'm just putting a note for myself. I want to write in like the dude that found in the elevator. It's like, now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. So I'm gonna write that on her bottoms here. And maybe what we need to have is we can have some Christmas lights hanging off of her. Make it a little bit more crispy. Christmassy. I said crispy. Crispy. Make it more crispy. Why not? Make it more crispy. There we go. Get a couple of lights hanging off of her. Lighting up some special places on a poor girl. There we go. Yeah, that makes it more Christmassy. I like that. Plus, it gave me the idea to write this across her little panties here. That's good. That's good. Kevin says she made an exit from the wrong floor. She should have made a right turn at Albuquerque. Kevin says, "Damn it, Nero! Now anyone else that sees you is gonna know you're a ho ho ho." Some person says a little fuzzy trim on the panties, like kind of like the rim on Santa's hat. There could be lights on it. My goodness, man. I suppose there could be. Kevin says, and watch you leave, going, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I was thinking, could put a little Christmas hat on her, just to drive the Christmassy feeling home. Be kind of cute for somebody who's crawling through air ducts. Yeah, you know, a little something, something. Maybe I'll bring the brim of the hat just a little bit lower. There you go. Yeah, she's looking Christmassy. Let's see, you're thinking too hard, some person. I see the steam, the steam coming off your head. Some person says, I'm using the throw spaghetti at the wall technique. You never know what sticks. I mean, sometimes like the idea just pops, and then sometimes it just you move on to the next idea. So you never know. Never know. Never know. I follow the wills of the paper gods. Well, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have for tonight, guys. There's a nice little small group of us. Came up with some pretty fun stuff for tonight. Oh, you know what? Let me. I still haven't gone to the thing and taken a little pop out chat. So let me do that real quick. So that way, there we go. I forgot to do the thing with the pop out with the thing with the stuff. All right, that's good. Yeah, I always have to use the pop out chat for the little 10-second countdowns that we do at the end of each auction because there's a delay with my voice. Um, and if you happen to be on a live chat like from the Facebook page or somewhere else other than the YouTube channel, it's not synced up as well, and it's not synced up as quickly. But I think all of you right now are on the YouTube channel anyway, so I think everybody here is good. I don't think it's a big deal for tonight. But we'll do the little auction one at a time. And let me see here. Yeah, I'll set this right over here. I'm just going to put this along the bottom. And everybody here, we all know each other here tonight. But for anybody who happens to watch the show later afterwards, and you wonder how it is that we usually do things on the show, here we go. I'll put this up a little bit so you can see it. Oh, get a little better view. Every Saturday, or every Saturday that we can, we all get together. We throw a bunch of ideas at the wall, as it were, like some person said, the spaghetti technique. And we come up with some sketches, and then we auction whatever artwork we come up with together at the end of the night. The only rule with the bidding is that you type in the word bid next to your bid. That way, just so we know that that it's a serious bid. And if you happen to win the piece, it's very simple. It's just a matter of sending in a PayPal to my Gmail address here at billmossart@gmail.com. And then just make sure in the notes section of your PayPal, just write down which piece you won. And sometimes sometimes we do a piece where maybe we can ink it not safe for work. We could stretch it a little bit and be a little bit more not safe for work, or we could ink it just the way that it is, make it safe for work. Um, and what you're going to receive in the mail is a completely finished piece. So it is going to be like a fully inked piece of art. It's just that the show is only 2 hours long, so we don't have enough time to ink it during the show. So we do the pencil sketch during the show, and then we auction it off. And then afterwards, if you're the winner, we'll ink that piece, and then we'll post it on our Patreon page, and you will receive the actual original inked piece in the mail. And that's how that usually goes. So I'm going to put this up for 5 minutes. And if somebody wants to bid on it, that's cool. If not, that's totally cool. The whole point is for us to get together and have some fun and come up with cool sketch ideas every week. So I'm going to let this go for 5 minutes starting now. So like 11:55, we'll do a 10-second countdown. and then we'll see who wins this piece. So this is for the John Cena piece. This is for the Peacemaker. Peacemaker Christmas. So I'll go ahead and write that down here. That's going to be for the Peacemaker piece. And 11:55, we're going to call it Chris Dehan in the house. What's up, dude? Thanks, bro. 5-bit from the top rope. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're hanging out with us, dude. Awesome, awesome. Kevin says, 1 partridge in a pear tree bid. I respect your one, my friend. I'm going to write it down because I respect it. It was already outbid, but I know, yeah. He said, oh, too slow. Paul in the room with the John Cena 17 title bid. Oh, hell yeah. Good call on that one. Excellent, excellent. Got like 2.5 minutes left. Paul in a room with $17 because John Cena's 17 titles. Chris Dehan in the house. 18 bid, rated R. The rated R 18. Kevin with the blackjack bid. 21. Thanks, dude. Paul says Sean versus John WrestleMania. 23 bid. Awesome. Hey, where'd my Christmas music go? There you go. There we go. All right, Paul's in the house with the WrestleMania 23 bid. Got less. Oh, wow. It's like, that's the fastest 5 minutes ever. It's like 1.5 minutes left to go, something like that. Kevin in the house with 25% of a bid. Thanks, dude. Less than a minute left to go. Peacemaker might be going for a good price tonight. Let's see. Paul says also the current president was in WrestleMania 23. That's a good double 23, man. Chris Dehan in the house with 27. Thanks, dude. Metal chair pulled to the ring. All right, looks like time is about up. I'm going to go jump out into the pop-out chat here. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown. You guys can help me keep an eye on the bidding so that way I don't miss anybody. Starting with 9, 8, 7. Oh, we got an interruption. Paul in the house. The Royal Rumble 30 men bid. That's awesome. All right, Paul with 30. Very, very cool. November 30 bid was a good bid, but Paul beat you to it. Chris Dehan in the house with 33. Thanks, dude. All right, jumping back into the countdown. Let's see, we're at 7, going in with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, going to mark it 000 to mark it as sold. Here we go. And it is sold. Let me scroll up real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. It looks like it is Chris D. Hands for 33. Damn, awesome, dude. Very, very, very cool. I'm going to write you down right here. And of course, as always, you can let me know in the chat, or you can give me a note when you send that in. Let me know if you want it safe for work, just the way it is, or if you want it a little bit more not safe for work. Totally cool either way. Please, everybody, congratulate Chris Dehan. That's awesome. Yeah, Kevin is right. What a steal! Awesome, awesome. Paul says, "Good get, Chris. Very, very cool." Maurice says, "Congrats." Christopher Bouchard says, "Congrats. Awesome, awesome." Chris Dehan saying, "Thank you. Awesome." This is a fun piece, dude, man. I love this. All right, I'm going to set this off to the side. This one is yours. Let me write your name on the back of here. Keep this safe over here. Awesome, awesome, dude. It's December. It's Christmas time. There should be some really good deals. You know, I think that's a good mojo. Good mojo. All right, this is for the Mira X McLean Die Hard piece. And it's 11. It's almost midnight, so I'll let it go at 12:04. We will call it. So we'll start the bidding on this one, and we'll see how we do for Nira X McLean of the New York Police Department. Ken Behan, what's up, dude? I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight, man. That's awesome. Ken says, new to this, how do I bid? All you have to do is, that's exactly what you just did. You just type in a number and the word bid next to it, just so that we know it's a serious bid. And then if you happen to be the one who wins the piece, it's just a matter, I'll put up my Gmail address up on the screen, and you just send me a PayPal. That's it. That's all there is to it. And then you just make sure you send me your mailing address and the notes of the PayPal. So that just keeps me organized a little bit. All right, let me catch up a little bit. So I'm so happy, dude. You're hanging out with us. That's awesome. Let's see. Kevin says Pizzeria Uno, Chicago style. All right, so Kevin in here with $1. Get things going. Ken says did 25, but he corrected himself. Bid 25. Awesome, dude. Got you down for 25. Very, very cool. Kevin says, and by Chicago style, I mean you don't bid against the family. All right, we got Ken's bid for 25. Thanks so much, dude. Christy Hen. Christy Hen in the house with $2 Chuck bid. Already beat, but I respect your $2, my friend. Still gonna write it down. Maurice says Nakatomi Plaza floor 30 bid. Yes. Awesome. All right, Maurice has got 30. Very, very cool. Paul in the house. No pun, no joke, just $40. Very cool. Thanks, Paul. Patang, dang. Kevin says you need to get on YouTube to get a better bid. Chris Dehan in the house with a Colt 45 bid. Very, very cool. Paul in the house. I want it, damn it. $50 bid. Awesome, dude. Patang says, hands up, I'm out. Ken in the house with 50. Oh, but you already got beat by Paul. Paul had 50 first. So currently Paul is the high hand in the house with 50. Awesome. Ken Behan back in the room with 60. Thanks so much, dude. Chris Dehan came back with 53. A little bit too late. Sorry, dude. Ken has got you beat with 60. Paul with the Heinz 57 bid. But Ken is still the high hand in the house with 60. But I love the Heinz 57. Ken, you're awesome, dude. Let's make you some money. That's awesome. Chris Dehan says 60 proof bid, but you're already still beat with the 60. Ken is still the high hand at 60. I have to agree for Tang. Heinz 57 is really good. Kevin says, wait, we have a Ken B in here now too? I know. We got another Ken. We love our Kens. Chris Dehan says, Ken, you feel it? We got, let's see, a minute and a half left. We're going to call it at 12:04. That gave it like a full 5 minutes. Paul in the house. It was 61 home run bid. There you go. Some person says, we have 3 Kens now. I know, it's awesome. The more the merrier. Chris Dehan says 63 bid. Thank you. Mr. Chris Dehan with 63 in the house. Very, very cool. I see what you did there. Paul says 67 bid with 67 for Paul. You're awesome, dude. Kevin says we have all these Kens but no Barbies. I'll put a shrimp on the Bobby. Chris Dehan with the 69. Tradition now upheld. Thank you, sir. Chris Dehan with 69. Kevin with the 69, but just like literally 1 second too late. All right, the time is just about up, gentlemen. Looks like Chris Dehan is currently... Oh, look. Chris Dehan with the 69 bid. Double tradition. Ken Behan in the house with 75. Bid 75. Ken means handsome one. That's right, my friend. 75 is the high hand. We're going to start doing the 10-second countdown. Now, just to keep you up, because you're commenting from the Facebook channel, sometimes it doesn't sync correctly, or it doesn't sync as... I know there's already a delay with my voice, and I'm running off of the comment section or the chat session that's right on the YouTube channel. So we're going to do our best. Let's see. Paul is in the house with 76. Thank you, Paul. Chris Dehan is back with 77. Thanks, dude. Kevin says, I have a handsome face, but a crooked nose. Ken knows what's up. Ken with 85. Thanks, dude. Paul a little bit too late with 78. All right, Ken currently has the high hand at 85. We're going to jump into the pop-out chat. I'm in the chat on the YouTube channel, the live chat. So I'm going to do a 10-second countdown starting with 9, 8. I see a couple of good ones. Paul is in the house with 88. Thank you so much, dude. I'll write that down real quick. Chris Dehan with 89. Chris Dehan had the infamous boob bid, which is 8008. Love it. Christy Hand in the house with 89. Ken back in the house with 95. Thanks, dude. You guys are awesome. Paul says good old 90 bids. Those were the days. Ken says he's not playing around. It's going to be 101 right now. That's where we're going. Thanks, dude. All right, we're going to start that 10-second countdown again. Let's see where we're at 8. We're going to go ahead with 7. Ken is in the house right now with 101. Paul in here with 102. It's a Highway 101 bid. Chris Dehan in the house with 103. Inching up. Chris Dehan says 103. All right, I'll write that down real quick so I don't lose track of you. All right, once I hop into the pop-out chat, I can't write anything else down. So you guys will have to help me keep track to make sure that we know who the high hand is at the end of the 10-second countdown. Ken with 106. You're awesome, dude. All right, Ken is in here with 106. All right, I'm popping into the chat again. We were at 7. I'm going to continue with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and marking it as sold with 000. And it is sold, my friends. I might have to take a little screenshot here to show you guys. I'm going up the YouTube chat. I know, yeah, that was intense. That was really good. The tank says that was intense, yo. Yeah, I see. Does everybody else see that Ken Behan got the winning bid at 106? Because I have that on my screen. Please, everybody, congratulate Ken. That was awesome. And like I said, it's real simple. It's just sending a PayPal or a Venmo. It's either Venmo straight to Bill Moss Art or it's a PayPal to billmossart@gmail.com. And then just make sure you put a little note in there saying which one you won. I'm going to write it down on the piece right now anyway, but that just helps me stay organized a little bit. Very, very cool, guys. Please, everybody, congratulate Ken. That was awesome. Congrats to Ken. Very, very cool. Kevin says, congrats to the new Ken. Yeah, Ken and I usually meet each other over at San Diego Comic-Con. Haven't seen Ken in a little bit. I'm so glad that we're able to connect with the old internets. Paul says, good job. I just couldn't go any higher. You're awesome, dude. It's totally cool. Christy Hen says, congrats. Ken Behan says, yes. Paul says, I couldn't even see Ken's bids. Yeah, there's something that I'll make another disclaimer to make sure that we all get into the same chat. Yeah, Ken, that's something that's been happening with Facebook, where the chat. I see it pop up on my screen, but it's sometimes it pops up a little bit late, and sometimes people don't see it. So I try to get everybody to migrate over and join us in the YouTube chat that's directly on the YouTube channel while we're doing the live show. So that's something I'll try to make a point of saying that, or putting it in the write up of the video, so that way people know a little bit better. But it's just it's a Facebook problem. It's just nobody else's fault. Maurice says, congrats to Ken. Very, very cool. Ken says, what is the name of this one? This one is the Mirror X Die Hard piece. She's pulling a John McClane. She's crawling through the air ducts, John McClane style. Some person says Ken's usually come in threes. Kevin says all bids should be on YouTube. Keep them in the same place. Ken is asking if there's any shipping. No, actually, I don't add any shipping for the YouTube show for the auctions on the YouTube channel. So if it went for 106, 106 is what it is. So no problemo in that area. So that way there's for these auctions that I do on Saturdays, I do it like that just because I like for the winning bid to be it. I don't want there to be like a little surprise at the end unless somebody wants to throw in a tip. That's something, but I don't want to surprise anybody with shipping or anything extra at the end. So that's the risks of doing an auction. So I just want to keep it very simple and very predictable. But I appreciate you asking. That's awesome. I do appreciate you asking. So I'm going to write down this one for you, my friend. Got 106 on there. I'm going to write your name on the back of this piece because this one's yours. Now, something else you may not be aware of, Ken, is that when you do win a piece for the auction, you're not just going to receive the rough pencil piece that we do live on the show. It is going to be fully inked. It's going to be a fully inked piece. So that way you know that's the intention of, because we only have 2 hours for the show while we're live. Oh, thank you, Ken. I appreciate you sending that right away. I see. I just saw it pop up. So because we only have 2 hours, we usually try to do 2 pieces that are pencil pieces like this. This was the first one that we did tonight. It was just crazy. We all kind of throw ideas around live while we're in the chat, and so this is kind of like the crazy idea that we came up with for the first piece. It's kind of a John Cena peacemaker going after all the cyber angels here, and then of course we've got the Nira X Die Hard piece. So these are, we come up with the ideas together and we see what sticks, we see what doesn't stick. It's a very very fluid idea show. Thanks, bro. You're awesome, dude. And I see that some person is sharing all of our links. Thank you so much for doing that. Something else that we like doing too is when we ink the piece, I will digitally color it. I've got a long list of work to catch up on to get them, but we like to post them up on our. This is the link to our Patreon page. This is where we post our more adult stuff. And I put some digital colors on there, and we have like a safe for work version and maybe a not safe for work version on it. And and that's what we like to do. So the pieces that we've been working on our Saturday shows, they migrate eventually over to our Patreon page. And then the Patreon page, it helps us, it helps me like buy some extra paper and some extra pens, supports the studio a little bit. So that way I just have materials and things like that so I can keep on going. And of course, some person is sharing a lot of our other links and Cat Mouse's links. Totally appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Yeah, and these are our Saturday nights. So we start at 10 o'clock Eastern time, and then right at midnight we try to wrap it up at midnight by doing the 2 auctions. Sometimes if we have more artwork, we'll do a couple more little auctions, so everybody has a chance to get something. And then we call it a night, which is what we're doing right now. We're calling it a night. Which, thank you guys. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. This is a really fun Saturday. Let me look at the calendar real quick. Make sure what next Saturday is going to hold. Yeah, next Saturday is the 20th, and I think we should be doing our normal show like we do. I don't see anything else on the calendar that's going to prevent me from doing that. Paul says it's cool when the bids go over 100. Shows our appreciation. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. The holidays and all that good stuff. It's I know, right? Or trying to win. Fatang says he's going to be out of town. Ah, all right. We're going to be one man down. We're going to be one man down. But when you come back, hopefully you'll hang out with us. That'll be cool. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I might live stream during the week. It'll just be some extra stuff. No auctions or anything like that. Just drawing videos or extra stuff. But please come and join us on Saturday. We'll be here again at 10 o'clock, and I'll try to get everybody into the same chat, into the live chat on the YouTube channel, and we'll do that thing from there. Everybody enjoy. Have a great week. And I will see you guys again soon. Thanks so much, guys. All right. Good night.
Good night, Seattle.